Piatti, and how do you think you did today?
Well, clean sheet, that's a great thing to start off with. I think he's a great player. We know what his strengths are. You just can't let him get 1v1. So I feel the times he's got the ball and it's just all about doubling up and getting numbers around him. So on that note, I think very good.
So you may play without Amaron for the first time this year. What's that going to be like missing him, perhaps, for the next game?
Well, his talent speaks for itself, so it'll definitely be a big miss. But I think the quality we've got in our team and some of the players, they've been waiting for the opportunity, so I'm sure they'll prove their point.
I want to rewind. I want to go back to Orlando City for just a minute. You sent out a tweet where you took blame for that tie. Why did you feel that was necessary to do that?
I just feel individually I could have played a better part on two of the goals. I think one of them, especially me, so I have no fault in learning and taking responsibility, because that's what it's all about, and we're a team, so I owe the apology to my teammates and also the supporters.
You're one win away now from clinching a playoff berth.
Yep.
When you first learned that you were going to get loaned from Spurs to here, that ever crossed your mind?
Oh, of course. As soon as I spoke to people and the representatives over here, they said their goal was to come and how far we could go.
Are you guys aware of the extra importance of this game after yesterday's results?
Oh, yeah, of course. We're going to every game with the pressure of making the game as important as it can be. So before we went out, the gaffer spoke to us and he just said there's two results which can benefit us, whereas one could only benefit them. So it's just all about getting a draw or the win. So we're going to sleep good tonight and we've got the 3 points.
Has Tata talked to you about the importance of getting second place in the Eastern Conference and how critical that is to get that round by?
No, of course we understand, but there's not much speech gone into it, because it's all about just seeing out each game by game. So obviously we go again in the week, and it's all about getting 3 points. Then if we can get that out of the way, we go again on the weekend.
Anything else for Anton? All right, here's Jeff. Yeah. And if anybody wants Tito on camera, Tito will be just over there to the left.
So
Questions for Jeff? Go ahead, sorry, Doug.
you're only 16 behind Joseph now?
I don't know if there's a dubious goals panel, but I'm wondering if that's his goal, to be honest, because it hits him, it hits me. So either way, it went in. So I'm happy that it gave us that extra cushion at the end.
Do you remember your last goal?
My last goal, yeah, last year.
Oh, okay, for the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
39th career goal.
Right. So just talk about your, one win away from securing a playoff berth as an expansion team. The impact of that.
That's been our goal all year. As far as the impact is, I'm not really concerned about that. I think that for us it was just kind of a team goal from the get-go to not use expansion team as an excuse to come together as a group and to push from day one. And I think that the job's not done yet, but we're happy with kind of what we've been doing lately.
How do you move forward with potentially without Almaro?
Well, we just have to move forward. You know, I think that the team comes together. There's plenty of guys that are itching to play. Miguel is obviously the heartbeat of our team when he's out there. You know, he makes so much happen for us. So to lose him will be difficult if we do. I'm not sure about the injury, but we'll come together as a group just like we did today.
How can you describe your goal? I mean, it was kind of out of luck, but you were in the right place at the right time. How can you describe the goal?
I think we take a short corner. It comes back to Julian, and he kind of has a gap to play it in behind their defense. You just try and get in the right spot and kind of bundle it in.
Where did it hit you?
In my chest.
In your chest?
Yeah.
Jeff, the offense has rightfully gotten a lot of attention in the past few weeks, but 4 shutouts in the past 5 games now. Talk about the defense and just kind of how you think you guys have played during the stretch as well.
A shutout is a team effort from front to back, so I think that everybody did their part today. I mean, you look at the guys up front, the amount of work that they did. Yamil Assad, Julian when he came in. It's a team effort, and I think that obviously over the last 3 or 4 games, we've done really well as a group, and I think that's a good feeling. To win games is great, but to get shutouts and to get it as a team is very good.
Is there extra motivation?
Prepared.
It's winter here.
With me. same as usual, we'll start with questions in English and then we'll transition to Spanish. So questions when we're ready. Doug?
Can you please provide...
Sorry.
What?
Mike, just look it up. Thanks. That's good.
Try again. Can you please provide an update on Almiron's injury?
Es muy difícil decir algo ahora. Aparentemente es una lesión muscular, pero mañana le van a hacer los estudios.
It's difficult to say anything now. Apparently it's a muscle injury, but tomorrow he'll see a doctor and we'll know more.
If he can't play, will it be Gressel starting in his place?
Si no puede jugar, sería Julian.
Todavía falta.
Still time.
Okay. Go ahead.
Lastly, just the impact of this win on Atlanta United's probability of making the playoffs, please.
Sí, el impacto del resultado para entrar en los playoffs.
Y pienso que casi nos aseguramos los playoffs porque al rival directo, que es Montreal, le hemos sacado en 10 puntos y ellos tienen por jugar 12. O sea, casi es como que tendrían que sacar todos los puntos y nosotros prácticamente no sumar más. Así que nosotros, si bien matemáticamente todavía falta un poquito, entendemos que esto fue prácticamente la clasificación.
I think we're almost assured of a playoff spot, especially because today we beat a direct opponent who's behind us. So I think now we're 10 points clear of them in the standings. So maybe mathematically speaking, we're not guaranteed a spot, but we're close.
Sydney, on the left there.
The team defensively was very active. You saw Carmona, you saw Gonzalez Perez make some nice stops right at the line. Parker's very involved as well. And then Brad had that big save, I believe on Salazar before Jeff's goal. How important was it for this team to really bring that defensive intensity, especially with an opponent like Montreal who's very desperate?
La intensidad de la defensa hoy, pues se notó que Leandro, Carmona, Parky, una parada muy buena de Brad y bueno, qué tan importante fue esa intensidad de la defensa.
Bueno, lo de hoy es un poco lo que yo les dije después de Orlando. En aquel momento les dije que la responsabilidad había sido mía y hoy hicimos el mismo planteo que con Orlando, solamente que con los jugadores que habitualmente juegan y la verdad que el trabajo defensivo fue excelente.
It's similar to what I said after the Orlando game when the responsibility was all mine. So today we played the same defensive system, just with a couple different players, but same system.
Payson and then Emmanuel.
Miguel has played every match this season, not 90 minutes every game, but do you think playing every game had something to do with him hurting himself, or is it just something that happens in the course of the season?
Miguel ha jugado en todos los partidos y si eso quizás tiene influencia o fue solo...
Y es posible, yo no me animaría a decir que la cantidad de partidos que llevamos, porque él además viene de jugar 2 partidos más con su selección en la anterior fecha FIFA. Y a lo mejor sí estaba sintiendo el estrés de tantos partidos consecutivos, ¿no? Si bien nosotros estamos acostumbrados por ahí a jugar entre semana, a lo mejor 1 o hasta 2 veces seguidas, la cantidad de partidos que hemos jugado aquí han sido importantes y es probable también que eso haya sido uno de los motivos.
It's tough to say, but maybe he's coming off playing a lot of games with us and also playing 2 games with Paraguay. So he's played a lot of games, but it's also true that as a team we've been accustomed to playing, 1 game and then a game midweek, but we've had a tough stretch of games, so it's possible that could be another motive, another explanation.
Emmanuel then back left. Pass Mike Payson behind.
Since it has been a tough stretch of games, how would you define your team's resilience to be able to play at the level they have been playing over these last few weeks? With the victories and the defense, they've still been able to come out and win throughout this stretch. What would you account that to as a coach?
Sí, aún en esta racha tan difícil, el equipo pues va bien, va ganando, muy buenos resultados y en tu opinión, ¿por qué? O sea, ¿de dónde viene?
Bueno, porque entiendo que ya llevamos un tiempo importante trabajando juntos y hay una idea que se va afianzando, eso desde lo futbolístico. Desde el lugar, porque está claro que el Mercedes Benz nos ha caído muy bien, nuestra nueva casa nos ha caído bien. Y tercero, porque creo que armamos una buena sociedad con todos los fans y nos apoyan aún en los momentos como hoy, en algún momento del segundo tiempo, que Montreal nos empezó a apremiar un poquito.
Three things. I want to attribute it to the fans. I think we have a good relationship with our fans, and you could see in the second half when Montreal was starting to get some momentum, our fans really stepped up. Two, we're playing really well in our new stadium. And thirdly, I think that we've been playing together for a longer period of time now, and we're gaining more confidence in our system.
Doug, then Eric.
From the road games at DC and Philly, where I thought Viaba had made a couple of defensive errors that cost y'all some goals, it seems like he's really rededicated himself to defense during this homestand. I was curious if you had a talk with him during the break, or if this is just, I don't know, just his own work rate coming through.
Sí, sí, has hablado con Tito sobre su trabajo defensivo, porque Doug dice que se nota que está pues poniendo más esfuerzo, digamos, en defensa.
En realidad lo que nosotros notamos es que él está muy confiado. Hace unos cuantos partidos el trabajo para recuperar la pelota lo ha hecho siempre y entendemos que hoy está muy bien con la pelota, muy claro, muy seguro a la hora de manejarla y también muy confiado, por eso termina siendo el gol que hizo hoy.
His work rate defensively and winning, trying to win balls back, I think has always been there, but today we saw that he's very secure, very clear on the ball, and we can trust him on the ball as well.
Eric here, second row on the right. Doug, can you pass the mic back?
What did you see in this game early on that made you think Gressel was a player that you would sub in for Ottavino as opposed to maybe someone like Kratz? What do you see out of Gressel that made him the right choice in that situation?
¿Qué viste en los primeros momentos del partido de que Julian sería el reemplazo para Miguel y por qué no otro como Kratz, por ejemplo?
Porque Julian es un poco más ofensivo que Kevin. Kevin nos ayuda más a equilibrar la mitad de la cancha, por eso lo pusimos como segundo cambio, pero en el primer tiempo necesitábamos a alguien que desdoble y también nos dé profundidad, y eso es lo que nos ofrece Julian.
Because Julian is a little more offensive than Kevin. That's why we put Kevin in the second half, because he helps us balance the game. But Julian is more offensive, and we needed someone who could come in and help us create chances.
Lester in English, Kevin, Sydney, Doug.
Not only for your team, but across the league, home field advantage has played a really important factor in deciding a game's outcome. Why do you think this might be such a deciding factor this season?
O sea, jugar de local en toda la liga es muy importante, en tu opinión, ¿por qué es así?
Bueno, hay ligas donde la localidad es fuerte, esta es una de esas ligas, la localidad se hace sentir, y a nosotros, por cómo se dio el calendario del año, nos ha tocado terminar jugando muchos partidos de local. Es cierto que eso es un beneficio, pero también era un riesgo jugar tantos partidos de visitante en el inicio cuando teníamos menos tiempo de trabajo. Así que entiendo que lo estamos aprovechando bien, pero es cierto que esta es una liga donde los locales se hacen muy fuertes y es muy difícil ganar fuera de casa.
There are some leagues where home field advantage is really strong, and this is one of those leagues. You can feel it wherever you go. It's also true that because of our schedule this year, we played a lot of road games at the beginning of the season. So now we have a stretch of home games that we're taking advantage of. But you can tell in this league that home field is very important.
Sid on the left.
I wanted to ask you about, from a technical standpoint, I know this with Carmona, he's normally holding midfield, but today he was on the left, he was on the right. his playing forward. What was your thought process going into that tactical style for him today, and how do you feel he did overall?
Si puedes hablar un poco de Carmona, que normalmente está en el centro, pero dice que hoy está por las bandas, arriba, por todos lados, y si hiciste algún cambio.
No, lo único que hicimos, que habíamos entrenado el día viernes, fue que si Piatti jugaba casi de punta, como jugó hoy junto a Jackson, Larentowi se retrasaba a formar una línea de 3 con Parjus y González Pires, y entonces Carlos iba a jugar de mediocampista central tomando a Semailí. Lo que pasa es que después él, cuando el equipo tiene la posesión de la pelota, maneja muy bien las diagonales y las líneas de pase, y entonces tiene movilidad como para ofrecerse como pase, y por eso muchas veces lo veían tanto por la izquierda como por la derecha.
No, the only thing we talked about was if Piatti played at the point of their attack, like as an attacking midfielder, then we were going to form a line of 3 at the back with Jeff dropping back along with Parkhurst and Leandro Gonzalez Pires. And so that would leave Carmona to mark Ismaili in the middle of the field. So that's what we asked of him, but in our system, you see a lot of our players making diagonal runs. So Carmona today was offering himself on those runs, and that's why you saw him on the right and on the left.